Claude AI has just released one of the most insane updates for email marketing specifically that I've seen to date. And email marketing is about to change forever. And trust me, this is not just fear mongering. This is really a huge change that you have to pay attention to. And it's actually going to benefit you more than anything. The massive change is that they've just introduced a design feature, which means that designs like this that used to take hours for a design team now take only 20 to 30 seconds and not minutes. So that is a huge change. And you yourself, even if you're a brand owner with no design experience, can now go and put high quality emails together and send them out. So what I want to do in this video is explain exactly how to use this, how best you can use it as well for future, and different ways that you can actually utilize it so that you can figure out your own workflow system. This is going to be huge, and I just want to dive into it because this is so exciting. All right, so first thing you want to do is you want to open up claude.ai/design. You do need a Claude paid account to make sure that this works and have enough credits for this. But easily just go in here. You can use the desktop app as well, but I want to showcase this for simplicity. And the next thing you want to open up is Mild. Reason for that is because Mild is the best way to pull email designs from all your competitors and brands that you follow. I want to come up with an idea. I want to steal an idea and attach it to my brand. So for example, in this case, I want to use Feels because they have some of the best designs out of all of the emails that I've seen. And they also make them super simple. So for example, let's just take a look at this one. I'm just going to go ahead and download it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip Groons. I'm going to try and make a design for Groons specifically, and I am going to use that as my example brand. So I just want to pretty much steal the design from Feels and make it for Groons. So what I'm going to do here is Groons example design over here, and this is now on Claude Design. You want to choose high fidelity. You just want to go to create. Now what it's going to do is it's going to pull up this kind of dashboard, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop this Feels design in here. So this is the one that we just downloaded right now from Mild. Now I have a paid Mild account for our agency, so that's why I was able to just download it. Otherwise you can take a screenshot of that design. And here, this is where I essentially want to go ahead and give it a explanation, right? So I'm just going to go copy paste this URL. I'm going to say, I want you to create a design for the brand Groons using brand colors, and let's go take a look. Their brand colors is pretty much like green, white, and black. Let's just say that of green, white, and black. Perfect. All right. I want you to create a email design. Let me just make sure that is specific. Make it like the example design attached. Perfect. Cool. And so here is where I maybe want to be a little bit more detailed and attach some other things. So for now, I'm going to leave it as is, and I'm going to show you how minimal effort you need to pretty much get a result. So I'm going to pause the video here and wait for it to generate so that you're not waiting. All right, so as you can see, the email is actually complete. And honestly, for a first take, this is crazy because usually you would need a designer to go through this, then you would give them some feedback on exactly what you wanted. And bear in mind, the only brief that we gave is that we wanted it to create a design like this. We didn't give it any copy ideas. We never gave it any kind of breakdown of exactly what we wanted, the exact color patterns, nothing. And so it basically took that inspiration and built it out somewhat similar, and it built this entirely on its own, including the footer, by the way. So not only do we now have this great baseline that either, number one, we can add direct edits to, or we can draw on, but we can also send this now to a designer and get them to fine tune it, and we can actually convert this over to Canva. So the entire design process is completely systemized and way more efficient. And so let's just say that we wanted to make some changes, and we wanted to change some things up, or we wanted to make sure that we actually had some images in. What we could do is let's just use this as an example. Let's use their original and let's see what that does. And I'm going to take a screenshot just to crop it, right? So we're going to get this, I'm going to put it over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop that screenshot as an example. I'm going to say, hey, this is the exact product that I want you to use in the hero visual as well as the product sections, right? And so while that's loading, I'm also going to take a look at a few other things. So they have a limited flavor. We can even include this. We can add this in somewhere in the email if we really wanted to. and we could add in the kids. We could add in whatever we really wanted. But for now, I just want to add in this. So I'm going to say add in this product image into the hero visual, well as the product section. Perfect. So let me just make sure. Maybe I want to change a few other things. But for now, I'm just going to do that. And while that's loading, you can see what else we can do. We can actually go in here and we can just change this headline ourselves. So we can go here, we can say whatever we want. Groons gummies, 8 little snack packs. So this is perfect. We can literally just go make the change that we want. If we don't like the copy, we're just going to change it up. But the number one thing that takes the most time for brands is the fact that they don't have designers, and they maybe don't even have a budget for a designer. And that's most of the time why people bring on agencies. So keep in mind, this is still going to take a lot of back and forth. There's going to take someone actually being able to manage the edits and manage the ideas. But to be honest, this is a lot easier and a lot simpler than trying to do it in-house and trying to struggle to come up with ideas. Just simply steal an idea from Mold and then go ahead and apply it. So what I want to do is I'll wait for this edit. But the other thing you can go ahead and do is you can actually ask it a few other questions. So you can get it to build 3 other ideas. And what I've done over here is I have basically given it another prompt, and I want to make sure that it does exactly that. So here it's actually going ahead and it's going to ask me a couple questions before it starts building, so that things are a little bit clearer, right? Instead of it just assuming what I want, it's going to go ahead and get a nearer design. So you have so much potential with what you're going to get out of everything, right? So you have your first chat, which is generating something entirely different. And then you have your second chat that is also designing something simultaneously. So you don't have to rely on one email just nailing it. You can go ahead, you can add whatever you want, and you can make sure that you change things. So if the logo is maybe not accurate, go ahead and upload the logo and tell it to update those logo areas. Maybe you want a different variation. Maybe you actually want this to be a sale email. And what you can do is you can start to build this intelligence with this AI that will continuously refer back to the designs. So this is one of the biggest updates to go with email marketing to date. And what I want to do before I end of this video is show you some of the other things that you can do. All right, so based on that brief where I gave 3 different designs, take a look at what it spat out. It spat out 3 different designs, kind of following the breakdown of how the email example did it. And so they are following routines, but instead of following it to the T of what we gave it, it's giving us a few different ways that we could show it. So this is something I really, really, really like. And even then, you can take elements from one and you can replace it with the other. You can use the editor to make sure that it tracks. And then, of course, you can upload product images like I did, and now it's loaded. You just need to adjust it and make sure that it actually fits in. And you upload non-transparent backgrounds. So with that, that's a great start. That took me maybe 10 seconds maximum to go ahead and do a brief, and it gave me about 3-minute time of output. So it's way better. Output has never been faster, and design is only getting better. So the more familiar with it you are now, the better it's going to be. And so one of the other things that you can do is you can actually choose which one you want. And let's just say that we're going to use this first one. We can go ahead to the share, and then we can actually send it to Canva. So not only can we now have this design, we can actually go ahead, send it to an output where it's editable, and now we can easily go ahead, export it, and apply it to designs. Now, the other thing that you can do, which is incredible, is you can go ahead and attach a Figma file. So let's just say that I want to go and attach a Figma file. It's going to use that now and forevermore as the example page for what they actually want. So if we go to start a new chat, we can go even attach a screenshot. We can create a design system so it remembers everything, or we can just drag and drop a Figma file. This is going to be the biggest difference to how emails are created in the future. It's going to make things so much easier. You have a reference point on Mold for all of the best designs that every other brand is making, and that way you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Even better if you have a team of designers like we do at our agency. Now, keep in mind, this is just the starting point. So the designs are not incredible, and it will take a lot of back and forth. But that's exactly why we run an agency, and one of the best email marketing agencies for our clients is because we can go ahead and do this output ourselves. We can do mass output at high quality, and that is exactly why we work with some of the best brands in the world. So with that being said, go down below, book in a call with us if you are looking for a team that is on top of AI as well as high quality email marketing. We'll go ahead, send you over a free audit and jump on a call with you. With that being said, I hope this is helpful and I hope you're keeping an eye out on all of the AI updates. I will keep you updated over the next few weeks as things progress, so keep an eye out and go ahead and subscribe. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.